Hi, this is Benjamin Rolnick, and I was talking to somebody last night who was telling me how they were listening to Gary Vaynerchuk put down these life coaches and transformational leaders and business coaches who had never achieved anything in their whole life. And he said to me, I really respect you because you walk your walk. You've been through it. You've been through experiences. You went from being absolutely depressed to being enlivened by life. And I looked to him and I said, no, you don't understand. I learned from every single person in life. And all of that idea that, oh my God, if somebody can't play the sport as well as Michael Jordan, then they don't deserve to be a coach, I think is total, absolute, and utter bullshit that's proliferated by people who are too afraid to step into the game, too afraid to learn that they're always trying to find a perfect teacher. They're trying to find a perfect situation. They're trying to find a perfect circumstance. I remember I had a Hebrew Kabbalah teacher who taught me that if you learn an Aleph, teach an Aleph. That was the principle of Kabbalah. If you learn just one tiny little thing, you don't need to know the entire Torah, but if you know one tiny little thing, teach it to somebody, and that spreads knowledge across the earth. Or how Keith Jarrett, the famous pianist, would literally learn from every pianist. He'd learn from a grandmother, 90 years old, who was just learning how to play, to a young savant in Juilliard. But every single person he would learn from, because they would give him new ideas, new connections. And so many people are waiting for the best teacher, the best circumstances, because we live in this perfectionist culture. And if they want to learn how to exercise, they want to learn how to exercise from Arnold Schwarzenegger. And if they want to learn how to play guitar, they want to learn from Steve Vai. And what I've learned in my life is that so often, if I don't have a base level of skill, if I'm not already at a certain level, at a mastery level, having a master teacher actually doesn't do me any good. It hurts me because they're not focused on the basics. They're not focused on helping me build my foundation and my platform for living. They're focused on those mastery skills, which third and fourth degree black belts know, and first degree black belts have no idea what that even means. And we're talking about black belts, much less if you're a white belt trying to just become a purple belt, or a no belt trying to become a white belt. If you're still learning how to play guitar and you don't know how to play a scale, you don't know how to play a chord, you don't know how to play anything, Steve Vai will make a very shitty teacher to you. And yet most of us go through life as Goldilocks with the three bears, where we enter into the home and we're trying to find the porridge that is just the right temperature. And we try this one and we're like, no, it's too hot, and this one, and we're like, no, it's too cold. And by the time we find the one that's the right temperature, we're so exhausted, we go upstairs and we fall asleep. Now, in the fairy tale version, it's not so bad when the bears come home. But in life, let me tell you, it's pretty bad when the bears come home. Because the bears might be circumstance, the bears might be changing financial times, the bears might be relationships, somebody who you love, who you're in partnership with, who you're still waiting to make a move with, you're still waiting to learn how to be in proper relationship with, still learning how to communicate with. And let me tell you, life does not wait for you. You're either growing or you're dying. So find a teacher, find somebody you can learn from. It doesn't matter who it is. It really doesn't. You can learn from a homeless person on the street. You can learn from a book. You can go to Landmark. You can go to MITT. You can come to my Star Lab. You can go listen to Tony Robbins tapes for days. Go look at Hay House and what they have to offer. Go down the street. Just Google life coach in LA. Google therapist, Google psychic, Google anything you want, but start learning, start growing, and try a variety of teachers. It's not just about finding one. See, when you get locked into that guru model and all I get is this one perspective, then you miss out on the whole spectrum of life. It's actually a conversation that I've had with a bunch of people recently, where if you enter into the world of Landmark, you get stuck in the world of Landmark. And they'll keep you in forever. Or the world of MITT, you get stuck in that world. And most people, when they get exposed to transformation work, they get excited. They're like, oh my God, I get to experience divinity. I get to experience my power for the first time like I've never experienced it before. And then they get sucked in, they drink the Kool-Aid, and that's what their thing is. But it's just kind of like music or movies. Imagine if you thought to yourself, I'm only going to watch Ingmar Bergman films. Or you said, I'm only going to watch Scorsese films. Or you said, I'm only going to watch Quentin Tarantino movies. Imagine what you'd miss out on. Or I'm only going to listen to smooth jazz. You'd miss out on pop. You'd miss out on urban. You'd miss out on country. You'd miss out on EDM. There's so much variety to life. So try it. Try all the porridges. And don't wait until the bears come home. So much love, many blessings. This is Benjamin Rolnick. And feel good now. Feel love now. Feel spirit now. Feel energy now. And go learn something.